Don't you have practice today?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Hi. Okay. Okay. I know that I did, but now I don't actually remember anything about it.
Whatever you do, let me know what your feedback is.
Okay. I could probably actually look at it during this period once I get these kids started.
You're being really silly.
Hmm?
You're being really silly.
Oh,
What?
he's being really silly?
Yeah.
I haven't really noticed. He's always kind of silly.
Just like cracking up.
Sometimes he just crack, like, even when he's on Zoom, he'll just like randomly start cracking up
Yeah.
and like he hasn't said anything else the whole time. But like, he's a silly guy.
I was asking something about like horoscopes. Okay.
All right. Sometimes he'll just like get up and start dancing too.
I guess that's just it.
He's a silly guy,
Yeah.
weird guy. Young and beautiful.
Uh,
Hi.
I will be coming tomorrow because they're gonna work on my AP thing.
Okay.
I just need a ride. I gotta find a ride from school, but I got that down pat, I think.
Okay, perfect. Also, when you're here, Mike can do what he needs to do to your app. Y'all should have literally just gotten an email from me and I sent it to your parents too. The thing that Mike was trying to do on your computers the other day, and he did do it to Maryland's, he cannot do it remotely. So unfortunately, those of you who are virtual are gonna have to come by the school at some point in the next 2 weeks and get him to do it. It takes literally maybe 5 minutes. It's not a long process, but it's just something that can't be done remotely, unfortunately. So I sent that email to you and your parents. But if you're going to be here tomorrow, AJ, he can just do it to yours tomorrow, hopefully. I think he's going to do David's like now. What
I went
else?
to the store today by myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you drive by yourself?
Oh no, I don't have my license. I walked.
Hmm. Is it far?
Oh no, it's just like right around the corner. But I'm like, cause like there's been a lot of police around our neighborhood recently, so like my mom was like very hesitant of letting me go, and I
Yeah.
went anyway. And I got me candy.
Oh, good. Candy's always good.
Yes, I got a big bag of fudge brownie M&Ms.
Yeah, you said those are good. I don't know if I believe it, but
Anything's better than the jalapeno ones.
I can't imagine. You know what though? They had those hazelnut ones, and I wanted them to be better than they are because I love hazelnut, but they weren't that good.
Caramel ones are good.
Oh, Ethan loves the peanut butter ones. I'm just a classic peanut M&M person. Okay, let me get you guys started on your assignment for today. I'm gonna share my screen for just a minute. This is, I wonder where Trinae is. This is today's tone exercise, and we've definitely talked about tone. I think it's probably one of the rhetorical strategies that we've talked about the most. And it was probably, you're probably already familiar with tone before you came into AP. So hopefully this will go fairly easily. Just a little bit of background for this one though. This thing that it's from, this, I don't actually know if it's I think it's an article, not a book, but why maybe it's a blessing not to know why those two boys did it. It is in reference to the school shooting at Columbine High School in Colorado, which happened in 1999, April of 99. Yes, I was in 5th grade. And it was really like the biggest, it was like the first big school shooting, like a mass murder, I guess is what you would refer to it as. Like school shootings are sadly so commonplace now, but that was really like the first big one. And so this guy wrote a thing about why it doesn't matter if they did it or like why they did it. So here is the little passage that we're looking at from him. Indeed, it strikes me that to lay this obscenity off to some mitigating factor, no matter how worthy, is to make the crime smaller than it is and offer rationalizations that insult the sufferers. Meaning that I don't care what video games these wretches played. Don't give a damn if they were picked on by other kids. It makes no difference. This was a special category of evil. And I don't think you really need very much background to understand this, but I have a whole book about Columbine actually that we did in AP one year, and I liked it, but it was just a really long book. So I don't think I would teach it again. But they talked a lot about how like maybe the two guys who did it were influenced by violent video games, and like they wrote a bunch of stuff like in journals and diaries and stuff, and they talked about how these violent video games had affected them, and like movies about killers like impacted them and influenced them and stuff. But this guy's kind of saying like, I don't really care what influences they had. Like, I don't care what they played or what they watched or anything. Like, it doesn't excuse this horrible atrocity that they committed. So David and Marilyn are here, but they're in yeah. So just virtual kids. So the first one is, what is Pitts's attitude towards the perpetrators of the crimes in Littleton, Colorado, those two shooters, and what words reveal his attitude? So once you pick what you think his attitude is, which specific words leads you to that conclusion? The second one, in the second paragraph of this passage, Pitts uses two incomplete sentences. How does his syntax contribute to the tone? And there's your second paragraph. And those are both incomplete sentences. They're fragments. But this is also a case where, I mean, I'll always stand by the fact that with creative writing, fragments and comma splices and stuff are totally fine. But when you're writing an academic essay, that's where you need to follow all the rules. So that doesn't, the fact that he's using incomplete sentences doesn't mean that it's bad. It's not, but what's the effect and how does his syntax contribute to the tone? And then your application question. Think of an issue for which you have a decided opinion. It could be anything. Write a paragraph defending this opinion, create a tone of righteous indignation, meaning I'm outraged and I deserve to be outraged. Use at least one incomplete sentence to help create your tone. And you can use that as a model, his passage as a model. So hopefully that makes sense. So I want you guys to stay on the call until you get done with this. And once you're done, you can leave and work on your podcast project, except for AJ. Once you get done, I want you to show me your other project that we've been talking about. But I'll go ahead and turn my stuff off and y'all just holler at me if you need me.
Miss McClellan,
Yes.
I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how to do the apply part.
So you're just coming up with something of your own, like a different topic, but something that you feel really opinionated about. It could be like, um, I mean, literally anything, something political or social, or even just like everyone should stop making a big deal about people eating junk food. Like it doesn't have to be anything important, but then you're gonna basically model or like use the passage as a model and write a paragraph that shows your opinion, but with a tone of righteous indignation, which is basically like, I'm upset about this and I have every right to be. And just make sure that you use at least one incomplete sentence to help create that tone.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I've got about 12 to 15 minutes left. And once you get that submitted, you can leave and work on your podcast thing.
That's what's
Hi.
up.
Look, I didn't tell them that I was coming to a breakout room, so hang on. Let me just go back for 1 second and tell them where I am. If I can figure out how to do that.
Just click leave room or return back to meeting.
Oh, gotcha. Leave breakout. Guys, I put me and AJ into a breakout room for just a minute. I haven't left or anything, but I'm gonna go chat with her for just a minute. Breakout rooms are cool.
Miss McClellan, you disabled participant screen sharing.
Let me fix that. Well, where's my security button?
It should be on the top left.
It should be.
Well, I don't know. I'm not good at this.
No, you're fine. Advanced sharing options. Who can share? All participants. All participants. Okay, we should be good now.
Okay. Uh-huh. There we go.
Yeah.
I picked a comic by the San Diego Union Tribune that shows Matt Gaetz, who is a Florida representative who is currently embroiled in sex trafficking allegations with his friend Joel Greenberg. The comic shows Matt Gaetz with a sinister look on a sly look on his face as he is close to pressing the button that allows him to send money on the cash sharing app called Venmo. The text in the comic, doesn't has distinguished gentleman from Florida scratched out and just has it as Florida man because Gaetz, when he first stepped into the representative house, he claimed to be a distinguished gentleman from Florida who has never done anything wrong. But with the recent allegations of him in the sex trafficking scandal, he has now lost his distinguished gentleman from Florida. Nickname is now just a regular Florida man in the suit.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah,
All right.
I lost a notebook that I had my speech in.
Oh, no worries. That was good. I think you explained it well. All right, cool. Now I can finally.
It's 2:00.
Thank you.
Oh,
Get
Christ.
He's always surprising. I was like recording for a class earlier, and in the middle of the recording, it's like, it's 1 o'clock. It's like, thanks. I'm trying to be serious here. All right, cool. Well, thanks for staying and working that out. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get your AP stuff figured out.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see ya. Ooh. All right, that was the bell. I'll see you guys tomorrow.